Alrighty, what's going on guys? My name is Solo Bandit and welcome back to another tune setup video here on Carx Drifting Online. I play on console, and before I start this video, if you guys enjoy this content, if you find any of this information helpful in any way, shape or form, then be sure to subscribe, drop a like, all that good stuff. Now, it was a bit strange. I just want to let you guys know, I do not know that guy on the Supra. Pretty cool though, to see that someone else has a similar setup to mine when it comes to my design. It wasn't identical, but it was pretty dang close. I post my stuff on Facebook on the page all the time, so if you see this car on there, then that's who I am. I'm the Solo Bandit, but I love making car designs. You'll see a lot of pretty cool ones on my channel. But enough of that. As you guys would have seen in the video, it wasn't the best of drifting. I couldn't get some decent lines going. This car is built for keeping on the limiter pretty much all the time, keeping it high end, high RPM. You know, it works the best. When you're going a little bit slower on tighter corners, it does struggle a little bit because the RPMs can die down, so you can adjust it if you want to use this on different tracks which are a bit more tighter, like Red Rock. You can adjust it. You can just make the gear ratio a little bit shorter and you will have the same results. So, like with all my cars, I will quickly show you a few things, well pretty much all of the settings, and explain why I run some of the settings like I always do. And yeah. Alrighty, so I will explain for you guys, like I do with every video, why I run specific types of setups for specific options, such as tire width. I always run 325s on the rear, mainly for the extra little bit of grip, just because I say always in my videos that my builds are not for the hardcore OP super competitive dudes. This is for the people that are not the best at tuning, such as myself, but have found a way to make a decent setup for a car which can be at least somewhat competitive with the good guys. Now, every time you see a video of mine, it's always in a competitive lobby. I never do any other public lobbies except a select few. I always try and run with the S1 Cine guys, or I try and get into the Tsuiso lobbies, however you pronounce it, because that's where I find you get the most consistency with dudes running on 100 or 110s. And who are really good at the game. So that's the best place to compare your builds, because those dudes know how to tune like insanely well. So the fact that my tunes can hang with those guys speaks volumes. Like I said, it's not the best. I get gapped plenty of times in these servers. Dudes absolutely shit on me, alright? But 9 times out of 10, I can keep up, I can do good lead runs, I can put on mass amount of angles, just like with all my builds. And yeah, so that's why I run 325s, just for a little bit of extra grip. I find it's best for this build. Now, like all of my other builds, you can run all 90s or you can run all 20s. You just have to make a few minor adjustments. Now, if you're going to be running 120, now I only change the rear, I never change the front. And like I always say in my videos, I don't have any issue with anybody that wants to run 120, wants to run 90s, wants to run 110s in a 100 adhesion lobby. In my point of view, whatever keeps you in the lobby and keeps you competitive with everyone else, then who am I to judge, right? If you have to use 120s to keep up with dudes on 90s because you're not the best at tuning, who cares? As long as you're having fun, as long as you're being competitive, if you're not making a mess, you're not ruining everyone else's time, then who cares, right? I honestly don't have a problem with it. I think it's fine. If you're pulling off a fat tandem behind me and you're on 120s or you're even on 90s and I'm on 110s, I don't even care. That just shows you how good you are, right? It's just personal preference. As long as you can get a good tandem, who am I to judge? So, pretty much, if you're going to run 90s, all you have to do is run a little less power and make your gear ratio a teeny tiny little bit longer. You might want to play around with some of the other options, such as, where are we? Maybe have a little bit more positive camber, just so your wheel bends in a little bit more so you can get more traction onto the ground. Also, If you're running 120, it's the opposite, or even 110. 110, you don't even have to change it from 100 to 110. Like I say in my videos, sometimes when I'm getting gapped too much and I'm in a good lobby, I'll change it to 110 so I can be competitive and have some fun. Because good lobbies can be really hard to find in this game. So also, if you're running 120, you might want to lower the gear ratio a little bit because it's going to be extremely gripped up and you will be gapping people up crazy. So making sure that your car, you know, you might be hitting 4th, 5th gear, but you'll still be competitive. You also might want to increase your rear tire pressure as well, and also you shouldn't have to worry about the fronts because the fronts should still be on 100s. So that is pretty much it. Now once again, this is a completely original design. I haven't copied anybody else. I don't like doing that. I'm not a fan of using FD drivers' cars. You know, it's their car. I don't like copying it. I like to just make my own designs. So everything that you do see on my channel, designs that I have came up myself. I haven't got any inspiration of anybody else. I literally just go into paint and I just go ham. At the moment, I'm working on one right now at the moment, which is this one. I started it today. I have literally, this is how I do it, right? I get some random patterns down, I throw it on the car, I see how it looks, I make tiny adjustments, and then before you know it, I've got this completely different car. And I will show you one car for the next video, which will be after this. Not those ones, it's this one here. But I'm going to get that off the screen because I want to share that in a later date. But with that said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below how you felt that this setup worked for you. If it works good, if it doesn't work good, any criticism is good. Any suggestions would be good on what adjustments you made to make the car faster or better. It's awesome. You know, I love learning this stuff, and I just want to build a better community for this game because this game deserves it. Honestly does. We have not had a game like this in a long time, and it's a breath of fresh air just to have a decent tandeming style drift game. So with that said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, do all that good stuff if you enjoyed the content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.